Or is this full-time MMA now?
I love full-time MMA right now.
Full-time MMA?
MMA.
Nothing
Yeah.
else?
My life, man, yeah.
Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Watched this weekend, but one of the biggest fights we were looking forward to was Brian Ortega versus Max Holloway. Of course, Max Holloway was injured, pulled from the fight with CTE-like symptoms or concussion-like symptoms. In his interviews, he was slurring his words, he was seeming tired, he just didn't seem all there. And that is definitely concerning. So definitely hoping for a speedy recovery for Max Holloway and hoping everything's going well with him. I'll keep you guys updated on that situation. But it definitely seemed a little scary. This is a pretty rare reason for somebody to pull out of a fight, to really seem that way, unless he like got punched in the face by Francis Ngannou. You know, like, I don't really see where this concussion could have came from or these symptoms. They said he wasn't cutting weight yet, so it'd be one thing if he was dehydrating himself, and you know, maybe that would be what was going on. If he was actually draining himself at that time, maybe he seemed drained. But they said he hadn't even cut his weight yet, so this really it's kind of scary, not gonna lie, man, because you've heard about symptoms like this before, and sometimes it turns out in a stroke or stuff like that. So hopefully Max Holloway's good, man. I'll keep you guys updated, but yeah, we're definitely praying for blessed, but he's already blessed, right? So he should be good, hopefully. But with that being said, Brian Ortega did have the opportunity to stay on the card and still fight for a title. And we're going to talk about that in just a quick video coming up. But I'll just say this is kind of unfortunate. Brian Ortega could have either fought, he had his choice too, and still for a title. He could have fought Jeremy Stephens or Frankie Edgar. But he's electing to go ahead and wait on Max Holloway and not risk it for the biscuit or risk his title shot just to save the card. So he's not doing that for us, but it is what it is. Still, like I said, a great night of fights. We got Derek Lewis versus Francis Ngannou on the card. Great co-main event for any. This could be a main event of non-pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? So this is definitely a solid co-main event and a fight that a lot of people actually were looking forward to. Derek Lewis versus Francis Ngannou, so you can't really be too mad there. And we've got Mike Perry versus Paul Felder being moved to the pay-per-view now that we lost a fight. But that's also another fun fight right there, man. I was kind of surprised Paul Felder came in and he looked like he might have been towering over Mike Perry. Like, Mike Perry's a normal welterweight, and I'm like, damn, I thought Mike Perry might have a little bit of a size advantage in this fight because Paul Felder's coming up from 155. But Paul Felder came in there, boy, Paul Felder is ready to go. I picked Mike Perry in my prediction, but now after seeing the weigh-ins and stuff like that, I'm definitely switching my pick. I'm not going to go back and like redo the whole prediction video, but I'll just say, if you're listening to this, I think Paul Felder's going to win tomorrow because he also was doing an interview, and I kind of liked what he had to say, even though I'm a fan of Mike Perry, so I didn't like it. But he said this is like an MMA practitioner versus like an idiot thug, or you know, thug, just some like idiot. And I was like, I kind of see what you're saying, and you got a point. But Mike Perry's like a couple steps past like idiot and thug to me, right? He's in the middle of idiot, thug, and MMA practitioner. So I kind of like what Paul Felder had to say. You know, I like his mindset coming into the fight now. So I think he's got a chip on his shoulder. I can't wait for that fight, Loki. That's going to be a fucking banger. Mike Perry was originally supposed to fight Yancy Medeiros, but we got Paul Felder in now, and I'm kind of just got myself excited for that fight tomorrow. Going to be a great fight. But also, yeah, man, Brian Ortega's off the card. Max Holloway off the card. The unfortunate part is Brian Ortega could have still been on the card for us fans. But with that being said, we'll talk about that in the video not too long from now. Actually planned on talking about that. Do you guys think Brian Ortega's ducking his taco, or do you think he's just making a smart decision here? And how excited are you for Francis Ngannou versus Derek Lewis? Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. Brian Ortega is officially off of UFC 226. But have no fear, the people's main event, Ngannou versus Lewis, has been moved to the actual co-main event of UFC 226. Now, it sucks we did lose a title fight, but this card is still UFC 226 Slugfest City, and we've of course got the Ultimate Fighter Season 27 today, which is the day before UFC 226. So you got plenty of fights to really And before we go, shout out to all the full-time MMA white belts that have hit the subscribe button. Make sure you also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. And if you want to become a full-time MMA blue belt, purple belt, brown belt, or black belt, all you have to do is go to patreon.com/fulltimemma. I'm out.
Da 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 da! It's the motherfucking DOWG!